Welcome to Nashville, and welcome to On Broadway. I'm here every day, and I have a pretty good idea of what's actually worth your time downtown. Today I'm showing you 8 attractions, all within walking distance of Lower Broadway. No buses, no scooters, just your boots and less than a half mile of sidewalk in every case. This isn't a ranking, and it's definitely not a scavenger hunt. These are 8 spots, museums, landmarks, curiosities, that make downtown Nashville more than just a honky-tonk Disneyland. And as always, folks, it's only an exhibition, not a competition. Please, no wagering. Before we get to the list, don't forget to like, subscribe, and so forth. We got way more lists like this on the way. Okay, let's get to it. If you only hit one thing downtown that doesn't involve a bar tab and a novelty hat, make it the Ryman. It was built in the 1890s as a revival hall, then turned into the original home of the Grand Ole Opry. That's where the name Mother Church of Country Music comes from. And once you step inside, you get it. The pews, the stained glass, the way the sound hangs in the air. It still feels more sacred than stage. Tour it during the day for some history, or catch a show at night and watch the place come to life. Everyone who's ever mattered in country music has stood on that stage, and you can feel it when you're there. The Hall of Fame sits one block off of Broadway, and the building alone is hard to miss. All glass and curves, shaped like a giant bass clef from above, and a facade looking like a piano keyboard from street level. Inside, it's one part museum, one part memory lane. Gold records, stage clothes, handwritten lyrics, and more sequins than you thought legally possible. The exhibits rotate, so even repeat visitors see something new, from Hank and Dolly to Garth and Taylor. Out front, the Walk of Fame is a quick detour worth your time. Sidewalk stars honoring music legends framed by skyline views and street performers. If you want a broad crash course in country music history without having to study for it, this is your place. This one's right off Broadway, and yes, it gets crowded, but it's packed with the real stuff. Guitars, stage outfits, old footage, and personal notes from the man in black himself. It covers everything. Early Sun Records days, the Outlaw phase, the prison concerts, and that late career rebirth that still knocks people on their asses. There's a gift shop, and it's intense, but the museum itself doesn't coast on Johnny's name. It earns your time. If you know the music, this is a solid hour or so of walking through his story. Gritty, personal, and fully intact. Technically, it's the John Siegenthaler Pedestrian Bridge, but no one says all of that. It connects downtown to East Nashville and floats right above the river with one of the best skyline views in the city. Sunsets here are the move. Golden light on glass buildings, river below, maybe a little wind in your jacket. You might even get lucky and see a riverboat come by. No admission, no crowds, just a wide open stretch of bridge made for photos and a moment of actual peace. And when you've been down on Broadway for even 20 minutes, that quiet can be worth its weight in gold. Take a short walk just 2 blocks off Broadway, and you're in another world. Narrow street, old neon signs, a little bit moody, a little bit magic. Printer's Alley used to be home to actual printers and a bunch of speakeasies. Now it's clubs, blues bars, and a jazz lounge that feels like it belongs in a Hollywood movie. It's darker than Broadway, but not in a bad way. Just more shadows and brick than flashing lights and pedal wagons. Live music, smaller rooms, stronger drinks. It's got the late night energy you won't find on the main drag. Definitely worth slipping into after dinner or after Broadway's worn you out. Set in a 1930s Art Deco post office, the Frist is one of the most beautiful buildings in Nashville. Before you even walk through the door. Inside, it's all rotating exhibitions. Painting, photography, design, sculpture. Some local, some international. It never feels stale. There's also a studio space where you can try your hand at a few things if you're feeling inspired or just want to sit somewhere quiet. It's not huge, which helps. You don't get lost. You get focused, thoughtful shows in a quiet, echoing space with natural light and clean walls. When you need a break from the honky-tonks, this is where you can come to breathe. For years, the arcade felt like a leftover, a cool old tunnel with some snacks and quiet shops. But now, it's heating up. Built in 1902 with a glass roof and tiled floors, it's Nashville's oldest enclosed shopping arcade. And suddenly, it's getting a second act. Local businesses are moving in, artist studios are opening up, the vibe is shifting from forgotten side street to watch this space. Still just a couple blocks off Broadway, but it has its own pulse now. A lot less honky-tonk and a little more heartbeat. It's one of the few places downtown that feels like it's trying to come back to life instead of cashing in on the one it already had. You don't expect to see Egyptian revival architecture in Nashville, but here it is. Built in 1849, the church looks like it belongs in a movie about ancient secrets. Stone walls, lotus-topped columns, and these incredible sun disk carvings. It's still active, still welcoming, and still one of the most striking buildings downtown. You probably won't catch a service unless that's your thing, but even a quick walk by gives you a sense of how old, strange, and layered this city can be at times. Bonus history, Andrew Jackson got a ceremonial sword here once, because of course he did. And there's your list. 8 downtown Nashville attractions, all within easy walking distance of Lower Broadway. Whether you're here for the music, history, art, or just to see what all the fuss is about, there's something on this list that'll give you a deeper look at the city, and hopefully a break from the Bachelorette stampede. And when you do make it to Broadway, I'll still be here, cooking up more ways to help you do Nashville right. If this helped you find something worth checking out, hit like, subscribe, tap the bell, all the good stuff. There's plenty more coming from down here on Broadway.